Hello guys, Andrew, welcome back. In this lesson, what we're going to do is to create our project structure where we'll be storing our code and Python files. We're also going to open up Visual Studio Code, and in the next lesson, we'll look at the file structure and the interface. So to create a file, I'm just going to right click on my desktop and I'm going to create a folder. I'm just going to call that py project. And I'm just going to open that up, and within my py project I'm going to right click and go to new folder, and I'll just call that Python for, or let's call that chapter 01. And within chapter 01 we're going to create another folder inside, and I'm going to call that folder our code, like so. So next, let's go ahead and search for Visual Studio Code. So I'm just going to say Visual Studio Code and click on that. So once Visual Studio Code opens up, let's go ahead and click File and go to Open Folder. So go to File, Open Folder, and we'll navigate to our desktop and click on the Python project or py project and click Select Folder. This is going to overwrite and create a new empty environment. We can actually see in our Explorer we have chapter 1, and within our chapter 1 we have a folder called code. This is a nice way to start up Visual Studio Code, but I'll show you a much more preferred method using the command line. Now if you want to have a refresher on command line, you can check out this video on how to work with the command line. So let's go ahead and close that, and we'll actually start this over again using our command line. So I'll just go ahead and delete this entire thing, and let's refresh, and let's press our Windows R, press CMD, and press the return key, and let's change our directory to the desktop. So I'll just do CD desktop, and now I'm on the desktop. Let's make a directory called Python programming. So now that I've made that directory called Python programming, you can actually see it here. So let's change to that directory called Python programming. Now the command environment doesn't really regard caps, so you can use uppercase and lowercase. It just convert everything to lowercase. So here I'm going to say mkdir, and I'm going to call it code. So within the Python programming project, we have a subfolder called code. So I'm going to, let's just open that up, and you can actually see we have a subfolder called code. So within our Python programming project, to open up Visual Studio Code, I'm just going to say code space and type dot and press the return key. This is going to open up Visual Studio Code, and it's going to open up the folder where we have our code file. So we can actually see the title of the project is the Python programming project, and then we have a subfolder called code, which is empty. Alright, so that's a cool way to actually start and open up. In our next lesson, we're going to create a new Python file and then run a few commands to start up. Thank you very much for watching.